You're now watching Qnews, and here are the top stories for this hour. Hamas has warned that any further Israeli military escalation could result in the deaths of detainees still held in Gaza. In a video statement, Hamas armed wing spokesperson Abu Ubaidah said that Israeli threats of war and blockade will not secure the detainees' release, adding that the group is prepared for all scenarios, including a resumption of fighting. The ceasefire's first phase ended on March the 1st, and since then, Israel has imposed a total blockade on goods entering Gaza, demanding Hamas release the remaining detainees without new negotiations to end the war. The United States has held direct talks with Hamas in recent days, with the focus on securing the release of American hostages. Steve Witkoff, President Donald Trump's special envoy, confirmed on Thursday that the U.S. has made clear to Hamas that bringing hostages home remains a top priority. However, he stated that Washington does not believe Hamas has been fully transparent in the negotiations. His remarks follow reports that top U.S. hostage negotiator Adam Boehler met with Hamas representatives in Doha in an effort to secure the release of captives still held in Gaza.
We're not going to sit here, do nothing, and tolerate these kind of inhumane conditions.
Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati has reaffirmed Cairo's firm stance against any plans to displace Palestinians from their land, calling for the immediate return of the Palestinian Authority to govern Gaza. Speaking at the Gulf Ministerial Council and Arab meetings in Mecca, Abdulati stressed the importance of Arab solidarity in supporting Palestinian rights and opposing any forced displacement efforts. His remarks come amid growing regional discussions on the future of Gaza's governance and reconstruction as Arab nations push for a diplomatic solution to the ongoing crisis. The Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) has endorsed Egypt's plan to rebuild Gaza and is urging the international community to support reconstruction efforts, according to GCC Secretary General Jassim al-Budawi. Speaking at the Arab ministerial meetings in Mecca, al-Budawi praised Egypt's unwavering commitment to the Palestinian cause, emphasizing that the Cairo summit demonstrated Egypt's leadership in pushing for a just resolution. The GCC's backing of the Egyptian reconstruction plan adds momentum to regional efforts aimed at stabilizing Gaza and ensuring long-term support for Palestinian civilians. Russian forces have launched yet another mass drone attack on Ukraine's Black Sea port city of Odessa, targeting critical infrastructure and sparking fires. According to regional governor, the attack damaged energy facilities and set at least 3 private homes ablaze on the city's outskirts. Footage released by Ukraine's State Emergency Service shows firefighters battling a burning house. The strike is the latest in a series of near-daily assaults on Odessa as Russian forces continue to target key areas across Ukraine. European leaders convened in Brussels for a high-stakes summit to discuss military aid for Ukraine and bolster European defense amid ongoing tensions with Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky attended the meeting, where he was welcomed by European Council President Antonio Costa and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. The summit focused on security cooperation and financing efforts to strengthen defense capabilities. Zelensky expressed gratitude for continued European support, emphasizing the significance of unity in countering Russian aggression. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk stated that Europe is militarily, economically, and financially stronger than Russia, insisting that Europe can win any confrontation. He also dismissed concerns that the U.S. is abandoning Europe. French President Emmanuel Macron has revealed that European leaders have approached him about extending France's nuclear deterrence, signaling potential defense cooperation by mid-2025. Speaking at a press conference after the EU defense summit in Brussels, Macron pushed back against Russian warnings after the Kremlin accused him of using nuclear rhetoric. Macron cautioned that Russia is rapidly rearing amid its incursion into Ukraine and could pose a threat to more countries if not firmly deterred, including under France's nuclear umbrella.
Je connais bien le président Putin, donc s'il réagit comme ça.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has issued a pointed response to French President Emmanuel Macron's recent remarks on European security and nuclear deterrence, referring to Napoleon's failed invasion of Russia in 1812.
Чем это закончилось? Еще со времен Наполеона, нашествия Наполеона. До сих пор кому.
President Donald Trump has issued a stark warning to NATO allies, stating that the United States will not defend member countries that fail to pay their fair share for defense. Speaking on Thursday, Trump criticized NATO countries for not contributing enough to their own defense, calling the current arrangement unfair. He suggested that while NATO has potential, it needs better leadership and strategic thinking to ensure member states take greater responsibility for their security. His remarks came as European leaders push for increased defense spending amid growing concerns over global security and shifting U.S. foreign policy priorities.
Secretary General has said that. He said he's never seen anything like it. When I came to NATO, when I first had my first meeting, I noticed that people weren't paying their bills at all.
The British government has secured a deal to supply Ukraine with advanced attack drones for use in the Black Sea. The UK announced a nearly $38.7 million contract with defense tech company Anduril Industries. The agreement will provide Ukraine with Alitas 600M and 700M drones, which are loitering munitions capable of monitoring an area before striking enemy targets. Footage released by Anduril shows the drones impacting and destroying military tanks, demonstrating their precision strike capability. The UK's defense ministry says that the move is part of its continued commitment to strengthening Ukraine's defense against Russian forces. And this concludes our top stories for this hour. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates here on Qnews.